The World Travel Market, an expo where they speak every language under the sun, and all the talk is of tourism. This year the hot gossip, China's role driving a global rise in visitor numbers, according to a report from tourism data firm Euromonitor International.
Well, what you can see is when you look at the global arrival numbers for the world, currently there are 1.2 billion trips taken a year. And overall, the average growth for world tourism is about 4%. But when you look at the growth coming out of Asia, it is over 6%. And that is very much driven by demand from the likes of China.
Tourism is one of the world's largest industries, with an estimated $7 trillion global turnover. According to computer modelling from Euromonitor, the rise of Chinese outbound tourism is set to continue for the next decade and a half at least. And with that rise, Africa is sitting up and taking note. South Africa's tourism minister, Thokozile Kgaza, making ready to expand on the back of visits driven by business.
The latest numbers that we have from China, we're recording about 33% growth already in the last year. So we want to grow that number because first and foremost, I think gradually we are growing people-to-people connection between the two countries. Our culture and heritage has been growing. The two presidents, President Zuma and President Xi Jinping, have prioritized the people-to-people connection.
In South Africa alone, tourism is worth around $14 billion, according to government figures. But with an increase in visa-free travel and the availability of Chinese credit cards in much of sub-Saharan Africa, many anticipate the numbers will rise.
Africa has taken note of the burgeoning Chinese tourism market, and while self-evidently the continent is playing catch-up with Asian destinations, they are now looking east with a clear focus. Richard Bestic, CGTN at the World Travel Market, London.